Tracy, hello. I know this is a little quick, but I have a favor to ask you. Hello, Dawn. Is this favor you have to ask has anything to do with using my yard? Then I'm going to have to say no again. What? You're always telling me no each and every time, and I'm getting tired of it. And that's because no matter how many times you've asked me, my answer has not changed. I'm just being upfront and honest with you about it so that we're not wasting one another's time any longer. You're being cold though. If you keep all that up, people are going to start calling you the boring and cold mom in town. Is that what you want? Do you have any idea what us other moms are already starting to call you amongst ourselves? What? They're calling you the Queen of Ice. Oh, is that so? If you don't want to be called that anymore, then let me use your yard. I just thought it would be the perfect place to have a barbecue party or something like that, as it beats all these crappy public parks. Actually, I was just assuming you guys were all calling me something worse, so I don't really care. And even if you were calling me something horrible, I still would not care. Huh? I'm not even friends with any of the moms you hang out with, Dawn, so I don't really mind what you all have to say about me. Huh? I've heard about you inviting other women over to your house to have coffee and tea out on your deck. And those are not other moms or anything. They would be my younger sister and her 2 kids. Huh? My little sister isn't too much younger than me, and her kids are around the same age as mine, so they come over often and have fun here. What? I had thought you were having other moms over to your house without me, but that doesn't seem to be the case then. Why can't you start inviting us over for a change? What makes us any different than your family there? Well, my family and your group of moms are quite different actually. They happen to respect me in my decision and will never continue to pester me about my choices, even if they think I have no right being cold to them. Whatever. Just because you have that massive yard surrounding your house doesn't mean you're all that great of a person anyway. Are we done here yet? I'm still working at the moment, so I need to focus on that again. If you have anything else you'd like to talk about, let me hear it now. If not, then this is goodbye. Loser. I'm going to get into that yard of yours one way or another and do what I want with all of the other mom friends. I'll show you. Hiya, Tracy. This is about your yard again. No. What? Such a waste you are. But listen to this. I know about something that you might not like. What's that? I heard that you happen to work for the same company that my husband is working for. Oh, is that so? And when I compare my husband's age to your age, there is no doubt that my husband is higher up than you within that company. In other words, he's your boss, right? And if you're not going to listen to the wife of your boss like you have been, things might begin to get more troubling for you at your workplace. So, what are you going on about now, Dawn? I have never heard of any situation where someone like me would have to listen to my boss's wife. And I'll let you know right now that a company your husband and I are working for does not view the same thing you do, so please do not use neither your husband's position or mine in that way. Huh? As of right now, I'm not too sure what department your husband works for or what position he's in, so I'll have to take a look and see. But let me tell you right now that based off what I do know, it's better that you don't start pulling things like that with me. Huh? I'm not pulling anything with you. I think I have every right to, when my husband could get rid of you at any minute. Now you listen to me, Tracy. I think you're better off not talking to me like that ever again, unless you want to start crying over things I can make happen. I'm not so sure what else could happen if you fight back against me, but this is your warning. Alright? Let me say this one more time. I am the wife of your boss, and you listen to every word I say. You are going to let me use your yard for one day. This is an order from me, so there is no going against this. Tracy, it seems that starting this evening you're no longer going to be at home, right? According to some other people, your husband has something going on back at his parents' house, so you're all going. You all won't be back until later tomorrow, right? That means your house is going to be empty for just one whole day. So in other words, this means you finally come around to listening to the wife of your boss and are going to let me come over there. I just happened to get a really nice grill from one of my friends that I plan to bring over. I'll set it up in your backyard, and then me and all my other mom friends are going to get together and have a proper barbecue party. So let me tell you once more, we are all going to be having a really nice barbecue out behind your house in the backyard, okay? Had you lent me your yard while you were in town, I would have let you come to this really nice barbecue where we'll be cooking up some really good ribs and a few porterhouse steaks as well. Well, it's too bad that you and your family won't be around for it. Anyway, we're all going to cook up all this amazing meat I have, and we're all going to eat it up without you. Tracy! Listen, later on, can you make sure to give me $2,100? Turns out that I didn't get enough food for everyone to have, so we needed to go to a meat store in town and buy up some really high-grade stuff. So this will be the cost of that meat, and also the cost of some more liquor that we had to pick up in town as well. And of course, this liquor is all high-end stuff. One other thing, we're all going to be ordering pizza to be delivered. Along with that, we'll get some 2 liters of pop and other things to go along with the food like snacks for later. So with that all in mind, the cost will come around to $2,100. Since this barbecue is taking place at your place, you're going to have to cover the bill for all of it when you get back, okay? I've already planned on paying for all with my credit card, so after today, I'd like you to send me that money so I can pay it off. My God! Just thinking about all the fun we're having here makes me want to do barbecues at other people's houses even more. Well, I'm going to get back to it and start putting some more steaks on the grill. Huh? What is this? Dawn? Are you freaking kidding me? Going and having a barbecue at my house like that? Well, if it isn't Tracy, I want to know where the hell you entered my yard from as well. I just came in through your front gate is all. Well, I guess I had to do with a little handiwork with the lock, which may have broken it. But that's all on you since you chose to put a dang lock on the neighborhood's public barbecue park. Were you all trying to hog it to yourself? I have not been hogging anything. I told you time and time again every time you asked that you could not use my yard for anything. Do you remember? I don't want to have to keep repeating myself about this. This was an order given to you by your boss's wife, which means saying no to me was never an option for you. And I told you that it's not normal for someone to think that just because their husband is the boss of someone else, they can make that someone else do anything they ask. Well, you'll get used to it over time. Now, just like I told you earlier, I'd like to have that $2,100 handed over to me tomorrow. I'm not paying you anything. Also, when it comes to cleaning up the mess we'll make, you can do that when you get home from your in-laws. I'll also leave you to clean up all the plates and cups, as well as the grill for me. You listen to me right now, Dawn. What is it? Do you have any idea whose yard you're having a barbecue at the moment? Huh? Why you know exactly whose yard this is? I shouldn't have to answer such a stupid question that for you, right? But I will. This yard happens to be my husband's employee's yard. Oh, for crying out loud. Really, I never wanted to play this card with any of the moms in the neighborhood, but you all have given me no other choice with all the crap you've been doing here. What the hell is going on in that head of yours? That happens to be the CEO's house. What? The CEO? Your husband happens to be a manager in a manufacturing department for the SLO, right? He is, but... Hey, what do you mean this house is the CEO's house? In other words, the CEO of SLO. That would be me, so there you go. Huh? If you're not going to believe me, then you can try asking your husband about me, or better yet, take a look at the company's webpage and scroll to the bottom to learn about me. I'll think you'll be able to learn the truth really quickly then. What? This is all a joke, right? You're telling me that you're the CEO for the company my husband works for? I'm going to be coming back to my house tonight. I received a call from a neighbor a little bit ago, and he told me that you all have been making so much noise that it's disturbing the whole neighborhood. He also told me he saw you all slamming shots to get drunk quickly. He also explained that a lot of the flower beds around my house have been trampled on by you guys. And when it comes to the koi pond I have, you all have been throwing your trash into it. He was planning on calling the police, thinking you were all kids vandalizing my house, but he wanted to check with me first. No, Tracy? When it comes to all of this, my husband, I will definitely be talking with him about it. You hold your horses there. If you don't want me talking with him about it, will you be able to cover all the damages to my property just by yourself? You happen to be a housewife, so when it comes to the money you get, it's all coming from your husband, right? The amount of money you'll be paying me will depend on the extent of the damages to my yard, as well as based on how much I'm upset by all this. Also, there's one other thing. What? Sirens? The police? My neighbor ended up calling the police after we talked. As I said, he had every right to since I wasn't home and didn't know enough about who was all behind this time. But I was just having so much fun throwing this whole barbecue. Why did this have to happen to me all of a sudden? My neighbor told me he had gotten home a couple of hours ago. And that whole time, he had never noticed that my husband or I were not there. He had called me at first to tell me to quiet down, but when I told him I wasn't home, he said he should have known that sooner. After our talk, and him explaining to me the situation of what's going on, he said he'd do something about it. And I told him to go right ahead. Well, anyway, there's no point in me explaining to you what happened anymore. Now, I'll hear from you later. Tracy! What the hell is this you wanting from me $10,000 for the damages to your yard? Are you sure you're not overcharging me? I also found out you told my husband about all of this. He's telling me we're getting a divorce now. Do something about all of this, please. The last time I ever had to work a job was back in high school, and that was just a part-time job. Having to get back out there and finding a job now at all times, there's no freaking way I can do that. Hey, Tracy? I'm asking you nicely to please not look away from this. $10,000? That amount of money. I just don't have that kind of money laying around. My husband even told me to hand it all by myself now, so I'm not being helped by anyone. Tracy! Why are you not freaking replying to me? You're not even reading any of these dang messages anymore either. Hello? I'm going to be divorced if you don't do something about this. Hey! Help me to freak out! And don't charge me $10,000 for that party, okay? Listen to me, Tracy. The way my yard was left after that barbecue, well, it was downright awful. So in order to have some landscapers come in and fix everything for me, the price would be around $10,000. A few days after that party, the manager of the manufacturing department came to my house with $10,000 in cash and handed it to me before saying sorry for what his wife did. However, I really wanted that $10,000 to come from Dawn's sweat and tears so that she'd learn from it. A lot of people have told me to have some of the other moms there to pay up for the damages as well, but that will be sorted out later when they all have to go to court and face a judge for trespassing on my property. I'm going to assume some of them will get community service, and others will have to pay fines to whoever asks for them. My lawyer will be there as well representing me, so maybe I'll get even more money in settlements out of them all. As for Dawn herself, it doesn't seem like she's learned her lesson from all of this yet, and because of that, her husband was able to get the rights to his kid in the divorce, and all of them have left her. When all of this happened to her, I received one large text from her where she went all crazy saying all these slurs towards me and telling me how much she hates me. But when reading all of it, I thought to myself that I really have no more time for her, then I proceeded to block. And ever since that day, life at my home has really been quiet, and I have never run into Dawn or any of her annoying mom friends ever again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought about the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey Felicia, I was wondering if you had a quick second to talk about something really quick.
Oh, well, hey there, Tiffany. It isn't often that I hear from you. What's up? What did you want to talk about?
Well, I had a little favor that I wanted to ask of you.
Oh, really? Well, sure, if it's something that I can do for you.
I know that it might seem like a big to ask, but I know that you can do this for me if you try.
Well, what is it? I can't know until you tell me what it is.
Well, the thing is that I want to go back to work starting from today.
Oh, really? But I thought that you had just given birth like 2 months ago.
Yes, I did, but now my work is saying that they really need me back, and that there are things that can't move forward without me being there. So I really need to get back to work.
Oh, I understand. That sounds really tough on you, though. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's tough, yeah, the whole situation is kind of a mess. But anyways, that's why I've left my baby on your front step so you can watch her for me while I work.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Anyways, thanks so much for taking care of the little one. Bye.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Tiffany! I can't believe you really just dropped off your baby at my house!
I know, it's crazy, right? Anyways, thanks so much for taking her in. I'll let you know when I want her back.
We aren't going to be taking your baby in our house.
I know it's sudden, but I'm already on the subway headed to work and I'm going to be quite busy for a while.
Well, what about Theo? It's his kid too! And I'm sure he wouldn't be happy knowing that you handed off your baby to his sister with no experience in child rearing.
Oh, don't you worry about Theo. He's in a different country on a business trip.
I know that! But that makes it even worse that you would do something like this.
Look, this is only going to be a few months at the most, okay? I'm just really busy at work right now, but if I buckle down, there's a chance that I could get promoted. So please, just leave me alone until I reach you out again, okay?
I'm glad that you're so eager to get back to work, but I can't just raise your 2-month-old baby for that long.
Well, how do you even know that you can't if you haven't even given a try, huh?
Are you serious right now? You know that both my parents are dead and that I don't have a family who I can ask for help with this. Besides, I'm not even married and I've never had to take care of a baby before. I can't do this.
Ugh, you're really persistent, do you know that? Anyways, I already told you that I'm going back to work as of today, and you're really not helping my mood.
Well, I also have work to do, you know.
What are you talking about? I thought that you were unemployed.
Why would you think that?
Look, I have to get to work. I don't have time for this. See you.
Tiffany! Come back here right now! Tiffany, are you there? Tiffany, it's been 3 whole days. I tried reaching you yesterday and the day before that, and you've been ignoring my calls. When are you going to come and pick up your kid? I already told you that I live alone and don't have anyone to help me with this.
You mean it's already been 3 days? Well, it seems that you're a natural at raising kids then.
That isn't what this means, Tiffany. You can't leave a baby on someone's doorstep and expect them just to take care of it.
Oh, please, it's only been a few days. Don't be such a drama queen.
Are you kidding me right now?
Anyways, you got this. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Tiffany, you're not going to just disappear again, are you?
I see that you've been trying to get a hold of me recently. Sorry that I'm just getting back to you now. Work has been crazy and I've just been totally ignoring my phone to stay focused. I just caught a small break and thought to check my phone now, so I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Theo! Thank goodness you're getting back to me.
What do you mean? Is everything okay?
Well, I know that you're out of the country on business, but I really needed to get a hold of you.
So something did happen. I was reading through some of your messages and they just seem way more panicked and desperate than the types of things that you usually send me.
Theo, I'm just curious. Have you heard anything from Tiffany at all? Because I'm still holding on to your kid.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've called Tiffany and asked her to come and pick her up, but she won't answer the phone. I've even tried going to your place, but there was no one there. She's totally ignoring and maybe even hiding from me. But I've been watching your kid by myself for the past month.
Wait a second, you've had my daughter for the past month?
That's right. Although I was talking with a neighbor the other day, and they thought I should go to Child Protective Services. I really was thinking about doing something like that until you just got back to me now.
Hold on a second, I'm really confused here. I heard from Tiffany that she had a friend who ran a daycare and that she was dropping off our kid with them for the time being.
Did she really tell you that?
Yeah, she said she had some connection who could watch the baby and that a space opened up and she was able to get her in. I thought that that's what's been going on here. She said she was going to leave her at the daycare while she was at work and then pick her up at night.
I don't believe it.
I mean, I left Tiffany $2,000 because she said it would be enough to cover the daycare expenses. But now you're telling me that you have our baby?
That's right. And I've had her the past month. Tiffany just left her at my house, and I certainly haven't been paid for any of the babysitting that I'm doing.
What the heck is going on here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, Theo.
Felicia, I'm really sorry to ask, but do you think you can hold on for just a couple more days?
What are you going to do?
Well, I have to go back home and deal with all of this, don't I?
But what about your work?
I'm sure my boss would understand that I can't just leave things as they are right now. Besides, you're one of my company's top illustrators, so if something is happening that's going to be impeding your work, I'm sure my company will want it taken care of.
I see. You're probably right about that. Okay then, I'll try and hold on for a little longer.
I am so sorry that all of this has happened, but please just hold on for a little while more.
It's okay, Theo. Just hurry back and be safe.
Hey Felicia, I just got a call from my mom saying that she had my daughter. Is that true? It's barely even a month and you're already giving up? You're an unemployed old maid. Why can't you do something for a working mother trying to get back in the office?
I am going to raise Rose from now on, Tiffany.
Excuse me, and just who do you think you are? You can't just claim my baby like that after a month.
It's not Felicia, it's Theo.
Wait, Theo?
That's right, and I know all about how for the past month, You just abandoned our child with my sister so that she could take care of her. I'm going to text you from my phone now.
What's going on here, Theo? I thought you were going to be away for at least a couple of months.
That was the plan until I got messages from my sister explaining everything that had happened. I just got back home yesterday after talking to my work about all of this. So, do you have anything to say for yourself about what's happening?
I just don't get the big deal. Felicia doesn't even work. Why can't just babysit for a while?
What are you talking about? Of course Felicia works.
Wait, really? She does?
Yes, and she's a very important illustrator that my company hires, so we need her free to work.
But I had no idea.
Well, now it appears that your little stunt has gotten in the way of her working. When I told my boss what was happening, she personally signed off on sending me home straight away to deal with this. I seriously can't believe this has been happening for the past month.
I don't know what to say.
Well, after I got home yesterday, I called your mom, explained to her what was happening, and asked her to come and pick me up. Then we stopped by Felicia's to pick up our daughter and bring her to your parents' place.
So you were the one that told my mom what was going on?
That's right. And then I went back to our apartment and no one was there. Just where are you right now?
What do you mean? I've been staying at home this whole time.
Well, this whole place is covered in dust. I don't think that anyone has been living here since I left for my business trip.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I mean that I want to know why, when I called your work to ask about you, did they say that you were still on maternity leave?
You've even called my work?
Of course I did, Tiffany. What happened to the $2,000 I gave you for the daycare?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea.
What do you mean by that?
I bet that you spent it all to go on a little vacation with some guy that you're having an affair with.
An affair? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not cheating on you.
Well, one of our neighbors told me that during the times when I've been away, the same strange man has been coming over. He even had pictures to show me of this guy.
You have to be kidding me.
Well, I have to say that I was just shocked to see that the man coming over was none other than my childhood friend Cameron.
No, you don't understand. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Well, anyways, I called his family and explained to them about all of this, and now they're on their way to his place now.
What? Right now?
I imagine that they'll arrive any minute now.
Please, you don't understand. You're making a mistake.
Save your excuses for someone who cares, Tiffany. You abandoned our 2-month-old child with my sister who lives alone and has no experience taking care of a baby. And for what? So you can go and cheat on your husband? Well, I never want to see you again, but I am going to be taking Rose with me.
But what about your business trips and those kinds of things?
I thought I told you to can it. You are never going to see our daughter again.
I think I should get something out of the way here. Rose is most definitely my brother, Theo's baby. After this whole fiasco, he had a DNA test done to confirm it, and was relieved to know that the baby was his. It almost made the fight for custody much easier. Both Tiffany and Cameron were sued for their affair, and Theo's job agreed to stop sending him on business trips for the time being. For now, he's waiting for a vacancy to actually appear at legitimate daycare. In the meantime, however, he's learning to be a single father and doing his best to watch over his daughter. I've been able to focus on my work again, thankfully, and things have mostly returned to normal. Although, now that my brother is taking care of Rose all by himself, I make sure to visit him often to see if he needs any help and give him any pointers that I picked up over my month taking care of her. I might not be the greatest mom, but I would like to be a really good aunt. As for Tiffany, she was required to pay child support on top of the lawsuit money. Rumors about her began to make their way around her office, and the shame caused her to make several mistakes at work. And I hear her next quarterly review is not going to go so well.